Hey, what's up everyone, Starry Ray here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing something different, something kind of same. We're doing a reaction video, but this is the different part. We're doing a reaction video to a video game trailer. I've never done that before on this channel, but this one is very special to me because it is like my favorite horror game and one of my favorite games of all time, Silent Hill 2. And it's the remake trailer that just came out yesterday with the whole like press conference and everything about the future of Silent Hill. So I'm super excited to check this out. I already did watch this, but I'm excited to watch it again and just give my opinions on everything, kind of just break it down and what I think about it. And yeah, I'm super excited to check this out. Like I said, it's my favorite game. I played in high school. I watched my friend play it in high school. Yeah, this game means a lot to me. Silent Hill 2, yeah, it's one of my favorite games. The psychological horror in this game was just out of this world, and I've never seen anything really compared to it that much. If I'm being honest, like I think it's really up there as one of the best psychological horrors out there of all time. And yeah, I think I'll ramble and ramble about this game forever, but let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more content. All right, let's go. So we start off this part kind of reminds me of PT, the beginning of the PT trailer of Silent Hills with the everything on the street. That's what this reminds me of. But obviously this is a gas station just out of Silent Hill, and I wonder who that's gonna be. Classic scene from Silent Hill 2, the opening scene. We got James. That looks like James. Look at James. But then you see his face and it's like, oh no, what happened to James? James doesn't look that bad here, but later on in the game he looks pretty iffy.
Waiting for me.
And also it's not entirely the same face as James. It's a complete different James because the voice actor, it can't be the same. So yeah, they didn't get the same voice actor from the first game, Guy Seehee. So the James was modeled after Guy Seehee. So you know, they had to change James' face up, which sucks. It honestly sucks, but they had to do something. They had to do it kind of, I guess, as close as they can to Guy Seehee. So yeah, I mean, it's not James from PlayStation 2, but it's close enough, I guess you can say. It looks off. It's very off-putting, I won't lie, but it is James, and it looks somewhat like James. So, yeah.
Mary died of that.
He doesn't look bad there. I won't lie. He doesn't look as bad there. But there's another part of the game where he looks kind of rough. This part though, this part looks really good. I will not lie. This part looks really good. So it is a lot more sunny and everything because they're not in Silent Hill yet. It's just out of Silent Hill. But this part looks really good. I won't lie. I like the way this looks a lot. And I think that there's gonna be like a lot of really good things about Silent Hill 2 remake. Like some of this stuff is gonna look really good. Like I think like the outside parts are gonna look a lot better than they did on the PlayStation 2. But yeah, this looks really good. I won't lie. I like the way this looks. So the same right here. I think the lighting's here is cool. This part, this really reminds me of Silent Hills. Yeah, I think this looks good. But I think we need to see more of it. Right now, I'm very like I think it just looks good. It really depends like how like just immersed I'm gonna be in it, because that's really what matters the most in this game, immersion. So yeah, I'm very interested in seeing how this is gonna relate to just how immersed I'm gonna be in the city with the camera and everything. It really depends. I think it could be hit or miss. I think it could be really hit or miss. I hope it's very immersed, like I could get immersed, but it really depends, you know. We'll see though. It looks nice though, I won't lie.
I see that town.
This is obviously a cutscene, but yeah, he like I won't lie. James looks kind of off-putting here. It like I don't know. It just looks kind of weird. This is probably not in-game engine. I don't think this is probably what the game's gonna look like. Maybe a little bit, but it looks weird here. Like him walking. Yeah, him walking. It kind of feels like a green screen. Like he's green screened on. It looks off-putting a bit. I won't lie. But I'm interested to see what they do. And we got Masahiro Ito back, and Akira Yamaoka's back as well. That's very good. Like the oh man, the music's gonna sound so good. The music was like amazing in the first one, and the creature design is going to be, I think, just great again. I think it probably may be even a little better because it obviously we're dealing with 2020, you know, the technology and everything, so it'll be a lot better. So it should look a lot cool. I think the creature design and the music are gonna really be really good. Like, I'm expecting that to just be solid. Now this is one of the most important parts of the game. This is one of the most important scenes of the game. I think this is either this is not the first. I think the first time you see Pyramid Head is behind the gate. So this would be the second time you see Pyramid Head. This is the second time you see Pyramid Head, and it's the closest, like one of the closest parts in the game that you get to see him. Like early on, you get to experience Pyramid Head very, very early. And I think this cutscene looks, man, I don't know. James' expressions are very iffy. I won't lie. We'll watch it again. But yeah, I think it looks good, but it's also very off-putting. Like James' expression right here, I don't know. Obviously, James is a very weird person in Silent Hill, so it does make sense. But I don't know. His face here looks weird. Oh my god, I'm stuttering. It looks weird, but yeah, I guess Silent Hill 2 is just kind of weird as well, and James's character is weird. Guys, see, he was weird, like voice acting, so it does make sense. But I don't know. It just depends, and I'm gonna assume this is in-game footage because this is a very important part of the scene and of the game, and I think this is probably going to be what the game looks like camera-wise and everything. I'd like it. I think it looks okay. I think that's what it looks like. I think it looks just okay, and this is where we see Pyramid Head for the first time closely. I know. So yeah, I think it looks okay. I think it's gonna really depend on how it flows and everything. Also, I've read that there's gonna be no cutscenes. Like no loading screens. My bad. That's really, really bad. There's gonna be no loading screens. So it's gonna be interesting how they do that. It's gonna be interesting how they do that to go to this scene. Very interesting. But I think like graphically it looks good. It just depends. Like that the nurse, the mannequin looks really good as well. Pyramid looks cool. Yeah, I think it should be good. I think it's just it looks decent. You know, it looks good and decent. It doesn't look the best. And then we have Laura. I think it was Laura here. I can't. Yeah, it's Laura. What am I doing? It's Laura here. She looks good. I think this is the Brookhaven Hospital. It looks good. It just looks good. Not much to see right there. This scene looks a little iffy. I'll say that.
I know why I needed you.
Some of these like camera angles and stuff are. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in the game cutscenes or just like right here. This is the most important part of the game. We see Pyramid Head.
But it's all over now.
And he shoots him. This part looks also weird as well. Because James looks so weird here.
I don't need you anymore.
And then here's some of the combat. The combat's kind of interesting. The combat's very interesting because James wasn't supposed to be. It's not a combat heavy game. So it looks a little. I feel like it should look a little more awkward. But it looks a little too good. But I mean, it looks good. And we have the bobblehead nurse.
I don't need you anymore.
Nurses look good. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see how that plays. Because obviously it's from a third person perspective. So the camera's like over the shoulder. It's going to be very interesting to see how it plays in the game. Just gameplay wise. But it looks good here cinematically. This is where James looks awful. I'm not going to lie. This is where James looks awful. He looks like that Marvel meme. Of the guy who's like, I don't think I will. This is what I think of when I see that. Yeah, he just looks kind of awful. He looks so old. He looks so old here. I can't lie. It looks like it doesn't look like James at all. Like if I saw this picture just on Twitter, no context or anything, I wouldn't think this is James from Silent Hill. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know. It doesn't. I guess it's just like I'm so used to what James looks like, so see it differently is kind of weird. It looks weird. It's off-putting. And also this, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this. Same with this one. The cutscene. The camera angles work on the cutscene. I'm pretty sure in Silent Hill 2, when this is when he gets separated from Maria. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't zoom in. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't zoom in like this. So they're gonna do creative liberties with this game, obviously, and they're gonna make it more modern, and like having a close up probably makes sense, but I don't like it. I just don't. I don't because I don't like James' face. It kind of makes this cutscene kind of bad. It just depends. And same right here. When this part of the game, he doesn't fall. The camera isn't like this tilted. It isn't this dramatic. It's more just like it just shows it. If I remember correctly, it just kind of shows it. And this one, they do it a lot more dramatically, and it kind of comes off dramatic. Like it doesn't make it isn't. I don't know. It depends. Like in a trailer, breaking it down like this, it's not fluid. So it depends. Like it's not gonna be like the complete version of it. You know, like in the game, it'll probably be a lot better and more fluid, and I won't even break it down like this. But yeah, here it looks. I'm not a big fan of it. Like the zoom ins and everything. I'm not a big fan of it. The camera angles and stuff. I like the original version, and I'm assuming it's going to be a lot like that in this game, that they're just going to take different camera angles that weren't in the first one because they probably couldn't do it or whatever the limitations were at the time, and they're going to do it for this one, which is, I'm sure it's at some points of the game it's going to look amazing, and I think at other points of the game it's going to look very bad. Like one scene I could think of is maybe the stairwell scene with the fire. I'm very interested in how that's going to look and stuff. Maybe the Eddie scene when he meets him at Pete's Bolorama. Stuff like that is going to be very interesting to see how they do it. I think like I said, it's going to be hit or miss, I think. Here doesn't look as bad.
Mary?
We get our first look at Maria.
Mary?
There's Maria. I think the women are going to look good in this game because I think as we see, Mary does like here's Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head looks, I'm not gonna lie, Pyramid Head looks pretty good. I like this scene. I like this like little just trailer thing that they're showing. I think it looks pretty good. Pyramid Head looks pretty good. I don't know what part of the game this is though. Like I said, the creative liberties. We'll see though. I think it looks pretty good though. And this is what I'm talking about. Mary looks good here. Mary does look good here. I won't lie. Mary looks good here. So I think like she looks like Mary from the first, like from the PlayStation version. Obviously they can't get James, which sucks. But Eddie should look the same. Laura would look the same, and yeah. So yeah, that's my kind of like little reaction about it. That's my reaction, breaking down what we see from the actual game. No, here's just some of my thoughts about it. Personally, I'm kind of excited for it. I think it's great that Silent Hill is coming back, and that they're kind of like revamping the series. Obviously they're going to start with Silent Hill 2 because Silent Hill 2 is like the main game. It's the most important game they have. It's the one that stands out for a lot of people. It's the one, it's this probably the most known game. Besides probably like Pyramid Head is probably the most known to popular culture, but like Silent Hill 2 for gamers is like, it's very known. It's the most talked about game in the series. So I'm happy that they are bringing this back, and I'm happy that other people are going to get a chance to play this game. The way I think about this game is kind of like the GTA Definitive Editions, where obviously the PlayStation 2 versions were the best versions of that game, but when they released it for the Definitive Edition, they took down the other versions they had of this game, and they remade it. They technically like remade it for like modern. And it wasn't the best. Obviously, people hated it. There's tons of glitches and everything. But what was good about the definitive editions of GTA was that it gave newer players a chance to experience GTA, the classic GTAs, you know? And I think that you got to commend that. And, it's good, but it's obviously not the best way to experience those GTA classics. And I think it's the same thing with Silent Hill 2. Obviously, the best version of the game is on PlayStation 2. Forever, it's going to be the PlayStation 2 version is going to be the best version to play the game or experience it, if you watch it on YouTube or whatever. But I'm not mad that they're remaking it for modern consoles and for modern gamers. Obviously, like some things, like it's not here to replace Silent Hill on PS2. I don't think it's here to replace it. I think it's just here to give it the series a revamp, just for new people to see it. Because obviously, I think it's gonna be good because the story is what's gonna be the point. Like the story is perfect. The story is perfect. So the story is gonna be carrying the game on the back, and then I think the music and the creature designs are also gonna carry the game. Some of the gameplay elements may be kind of bad, but the gameplay elements in the first one or on the PlayStation weren't the best. You know, they had tank controls and everything. It wasn't the best. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It really depends how this game is gonna be. But I think for fans, they just need to. I think they need to just accept what it is. It's not here to replace or just take the place of the PlayStation 2 version. It's here to just give newer players a chance to replay, and even old players to replay it again, just on modern consoles and everything, because not everyone has a PlayStation 2. And I think if people come in with that mindset, they're just it is what it is mindset, they won't be that mad about the game. They shouldn't be mad about this game because it's not for everyone. You know, it's not gonna be for like, it's not like a true PlayStation 2 fanboy, Silent Hill 2 fanboy. It's not really for them. It's really for like the mass public to really get into Silent Hill 2. So yeah, I don't think most people should really be mad about it. It kind of reminds me of the Suspiria remake that we got in like 2017ish, I think maybe 18. It kind of reminds me of that, where like they took creative liberties in that remake as well, and it was not like a complete remake of the first one, the original one. And that's what I think this game is going to be. I don't think it's going to be technically like a remake. I think it's kind of going to be like a remix, where like they're going to take creative liberties and make it more modern and everything. And I think it's probably going to be good. Like, obviously the story is good, the plot is really good. So I think like even if they make changes to like certain parts of the gameplay and everything, it'll be decent. Overall, I think my opinion of this game is that it's going to be good. I think it's going to be around like the 7s or the 8s. It's going to be just decent. It's going to be like a Silent Hill 2, and that's it. That's really it. I'm most likely going to pick this up unless it's riddled with the like bugs and stuff. Hopefully that does not happen, like the GTA Definitive Edition, where it was just riddled with bugs and it was very, very unplayable. Hopefully that does not happen. Yeah, I'm anticipating this game though. I am anticipating this game because it also means that Silent Hill 2 is back. Like I said, during the broadcast, they showed other Silent Hill projects. We have some other games in work. We have a film in work, and they have the next like Silent Hill game, Silent Hill F, which looks pretty good. Like, it was just visuals and everything, no real gameplay footage, but it looked pretty good. I won't lie, I like the visuals that was going on with it, and I'm just excited that Silent Hill is back, and I'm just excited that the series and the franchise is back, and I just want to see what they do with it, you know? We're going to start off with Silent Hill 2, and yeah, like I said, I'm 100% probably going to check this out unless it has bugs, but hopefully it doesn't have bugs and everything works very smoothly, and hopefully the release is smooth, and like just the game is decent. That's all I want. I don't think it's like I'm not anticipating much. I think it's just going to be a great, or just a good remake. It's just going to be a good remake, a remix of Silent Hill 2, and I want to experience it again on newer consoles. Just like it's a new vision, a new take on Silent Hill 2, which is I think if you come into that mindset, you won't be disappointed. But overall, that's kind of my thoughts and opinions on Silent Hill 2 remake, remix, whatever you want to call it. I'm anticipating it. Like I said, maybe I'll do a gameplay of it. You kind of need like a beefy PC to play it, so I'll probably have to do it like a record on the PlayStation 5, because I do have the PlayStation 5. But yeah, maybe I'll do a gameplay of it. It kind of be hard, but I'm always excited to check out Silent Hill 2, and I'm just excited that it is back. Anyways, let me know in the comments how you feel about this game. Are you going to be checking out? Did you play Silent Hill 2 on PlayStation 2? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.